Welcome back. After months and months stuck at home, we're seeing more of these signs, and it is safe to say many of us are anxious to get back out there. Maybe grabbing a bite to eat, taking in some live music, and those businesses want you to come back. But they say that's only half the battle. Here's our interview with Matt Byrong, the owner of Three Squares Cafe in Vergennes. He's also a State House representative, and Alex Crothers, one of the founders of Higher Ground. Let's start with the big news of the week. Vermont hits that 80% vaccination goal and all state restrictions are lifted. What went through both of your minds when you heard that?
It was a great milestone, not a surprise. Amazing to see Vermont being at the top of the list for vaccination rates. I mean, that's a testament to what we've done as a state, communities big and small, to get us here, to keep everybody healthy. But at the same time, you know, we're looking at things right now like, all right, great, that's kind of a floodgate that opens up. And now we're seeing this like surge of interest into coming out to dining, live entertainment and whatnot. And now sort of some of the impending problems that we were forecasting are on us more so than they were before.
The pride factor is real, but now it's an acute problem of we have to reopen, and you know there's still a long way to go to recovery and get things back at full speed.
Matt, kind of walk us through what it all means for you right now. As we sit here in Three Squares, are we basically at what people would have seen pre-pandemic?
We are seeing more and more activity with every day, but our biggest hurdle right now is the staffing crunch. Where that interest exists, it's being, you know, shepherded through the door. And we're having a hard time keeping up right now with our staffing.
Well, Alex, you were saying the surge in demand right now that you're seeing with the outdoor concerts that you've got going on right now, really through the roof. How are you managing all of that?
Our indoor venue, the actual club in South Burlington, won't reopen until this fall. So, you know, that's 17 months for us where, you know, we've had virtually no revenue. And so the summer, we're doing our best to try to scramble and get some shows announced and on sale to take advantage of the summer months and the fact that things are reopening. And those shows are doing well, which, you know, we're thankful for. You know, the challenge is, you know, that revenue doesn't pay out until the show plays, and we have all the expenses leading into the shows, you know, deposits on bands and renting stages and production and staffing and insurance and all the marketing that goes into them. So for us, it's a really challenging piece of friction that's happening right now where, you know, we're just trying to get to the point where we can start turning things back on. But, you know, we basically were idle from a revenue standpoint for the last 14 months.
Yeah. Well, I think when everybody hears about the state restrictions going away, they think everything's going to get back to normal right like that. But there are certain things that even, you know, different recovery efforts going on in the pandemic to get back to where things were pre-pandemic, like the Save Our Stages fund from the federal government. There are still literally thousands of events venues waiting to get that cash. And what's it going to look like for those events venues over the next couple of months when they're still waiting for that break of everything that's gone on up until this point?
I mean, I think the reality is those venues aren't going to survive if they have to wait much longer. I mean, this bill was signed, the Save Our Stages bill was signed into law at the end of December. So we're now coming up on 6 months since that bill was signed and put into place, that these venues, which were already hanging on by their fingertips, are waiting for this revenue to come through. And the SBA continues to dawdle with that program, and the information is very murky from them. And so, you know, each week we're promised it'll be next week, but that's been going on, like I said, for nearly 6 months. So I think the reality is, unless it starts moving very quickly, we're going to lose more of these theaters and clubs and performance arts venues that, you know, are waiting for this money to come through.
And Matt, you can see this from both sides, being in the State House and being a business owner. What can you tell the different business owners out there like yourself on what's kind of out there from the state perspective right now and what's being done to help?
Well, the hospitality industry saw, of course, the 2 rounds of PPP, the Payroll Protection Program. Vermont did a wonderful job allocating a significant portion of CARES money to economic recovery grants, and we did a very significant amount of those to people. We have a much higher ratio of independent businesses than most states, and that money, I can't even state how important that money was to make sure that our downtowns, village centers, and rural areas saw a very low percentage of closures. People have to keep in mind, just because we've opened back up and we're seeing full parking lots, we're seeing full dining rooms, you have to remember a lot of businesses were closed for significant portions. I mean, my entire first quarter of this year, we were shut down all but 2 weeks. So even though we're starting to see this crawl out, there still is that lost revenue, deferred maintenance, other obligations that were put off, situations similar to what Alex spoke to. We do a lot of catering, so now we're trying to figure out how to staff that above and beyond the staff that we currently have. So we're having a lot of conversations around how we navigate that financially and functionally.
What's the ask from both maybe kind of the legislative aspect, but also from everyday people? What do your two businesses need more than ever right now?
First and foremost, the SBA needs to figure out how to administer it's called SVOG, the Shuttered Venue Operator Grant. Even when and if that comes through, that's still going to leave us a pretty big deficit in terms of the gap that we need to figure out how to dig out of. So, if there's additional help from the State House through CARES or ARPA money that's out there, that will help bridge the gap. From the public, I think patience, and understanding that, it takes time to turn these businesses back on. These are tanker ships. Even the smallest cafe in the smallest town, it's a lot of staffing, it's equipment that's been idle, it's startup expenses, it's restocking your fridges and your coolers. So, just because we're reopening doesn't mean we're fully recovered.
And then also, I mean, our congressional delegation, with Senator Leahy's position as chair of appropriations, Senator Sanders is the chair of the budget committee, they are in uniquely powerful positions, not just for the benefit of Vermont's hospitality industry, but quite frankly for the sector nationwide. So I think it's really important for them to understand that even though they're being spoken to by us from here, it has a vast impact on our friends and colleagues across the country.
Are you both optimistic about where this future is taking us now that we've kind of eclipsed that 80 mark?
I'm extremely optimistic. My sort of pessimistic, thought process on this is, with variants, the fall, cases start going up for whatever reason, we get pulled back in. If we see dining room restrictions come back, I think we need to keep that in the back of our minds as we're optimistically moving forward and be prepared for that situation.
We're hoping for the best, planning for the worst. We're going to be reopened full capacity, in the fall with an incredible lineup, a lot of great shows coming through. In fact, I think in the 23 years I've been running and booking the club, it's the most compact, high-profile lineup we've had, because all these bands have been dormant for the same 14, 15, 16 months. So they're ready to get out there on the road. So we've got a high caliber and a high quantity of bands coming through. So that feels good. But think about that's 3 months from now. Think about where we were 3 months ago. So I think we've all learned things can change real fast.